Serge, how surprising is it that we're seeing these sort of upheavals, these drawdowns happen now?
Guys, well, thanks for having me back on. It's great to see you again. Yeah, the market has changed in a blink, in a heartbeat. The Fed made its pivot, and now we're seeing this bloodbath, this run on the markets. And while that's not surprising, I think it's cautionary, and I think that the retail traders that have come into the market since COVID and that have seen this roid rage, steroid fueled market pumped up by the Fed. I think they too, all of us have to pivot and just really cut our losses very quick, take advantage of the opportunities that we're seeing, buying stocks very, very inexpensively here, and just be very, very disciplined and focused.
Okay, take advantage of the opportunities. I want to get to some of those opportunities in a minute, but first, Serge, I want to talk about some potential parallels that you're seeing now, or that you saw over the last year, with what you lived through in the late 90s and early 2000s with the tech boom and bust. Is this time different? Because we have a lot of stocks that are down 70, 80, 90%.
Right.
And we're not talking about unprofitable companies. I mean, a company like Netflix down 70% from its highs. A company like Peloton, just disastrous earnings earlier this week, disastrous results, down 90% from its highs, Serge.
So I've seen this now 4 times in my career. I saw this in the dot-com bust of the late 90s. We saw this in September 11th for a little bit. We saw this in the financial crisis, and we saw this for a couple of months during COVID. And each of those times, it was an unbelievable opportunity to load up and buy the good stocks, the market-leading stocks with defensive moats, stocks that are very hard to compete with. I am buying Netflix. I am buying Google. I am buying Amazon, which was just at $3,500 just a couple of months ago. It's below $2,200 now. So, I do believe in Warren Buffett's, when there's blood on the streets, buy. When there's fear and panic, buy. I am buying this. But what I am also doing is I am taking advantage of the spike in fear and volatility to take profits. I'm always taking profits. I've always done this throughout my career. I'll buy, X dollars worth of Amazon, take off 50% of that when I'm in the money, 5-10%, and try to hold as much as I can, for a longer term. I think this is an unbelievable opportunity for us to take advantage of companies like Netflix, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Apple, and so on.
Well, Serge, what does the due diligence look like to differentiate, some of those companies where this is an opportunity, some of those names that you just ran through, a name that you would want to take profit on? What is something that someone at home watching could feasibly do in terms of research there?
What can they do in terms of research? Look, I invest in what I know. In companies like GME, AMC, I might do some short-term trades in them. I will never short these stocks. I will only buy puts in them. I will never short any stock. I will only buy puts if I believe there's a bearish bias. So I'm short Tesla right now, but via puts. But
that's great.
But puts only.
Puts only, still brave though.
Yeah, so I like to sleep, I like to de-risk, and I like to not have stress. And that's my advice to the retail trader. Just invest in what you know. Stay, Peloton you talked about. I hate anything to do with hardware, GoPros, stuff like that. I would never recommend that to anyone. I missed it on the way up, and I'm glad I wasn't in it on the way down.
Serge, I'm wondering if you're seeing in the as you described, the blood in the streets. I have so many questions about this. Are we going to see stocks fall further, though? I mean, how do you avoid... Go ahead.
We could see another 5 to 10%. So have your ammunition, have more powder available to buy lower. I am buying, but everything I'm buying, I know that I'm prepared to take a 10, 15, 20% drawdown, knowing that I will buy more on the way down. I'm not looking for, not every trade, not every investment is going to be like Aaron Judge's walk-off homer last night.
Yeah.
Crazy. But, look for your singles and doubles, look for those opportunities. I am buying now, but when I am getting into the money in some of these trades, I am taking my singles and doubles, Derek Jeter, and booking profits.
Okay, 30 seconds left, Serge. How do you avoid the companies that won't be around 10 years from now? Because if we think back to what happened in the dot-com crash, there are companies that were public that went to zero.
Oh my God! If I had the answer to that, I'd be on the beach somewhere with Warren Buffett and
You're
Bill
close to
Gates.
it.
You're
You're
in
in
Vermont.
Vermont
That's
mountain
pretty
biking.
good.
That's pretty good.
I am mountain biking in Vermont. I invest in what I know. I believe in Apple. I
Yeah.
believe in Amazon. I believe in Google. I believe in Microsoft. Those have been my bread and butter stocks for the last 7 years, and I believe they will be my bread and butter stocks for the next decade plus.